The worst thing that can happen is probably hypothermia. If his body will just completely shut down if he gets too cold, especially with his motor neurone disease.
Alex always says, you know, you draw a line in the sand and then you move forward.
If it was easy, everyone would do it. This is what we're here to do. So I was introduced to Alex about 4 years ago, so shortly after he was diagnosed. And since then, he's just gone on. And Alex and I have become great friends, and the charity has become a really important part of my life.
Well, she saw me for 24 hours on attending hospital back. Hopefully we'll set a new record of 300 miles, 24 hours.
Yeah, it's 300 miles, 24 hours. 12.5 miles an hour average. That's what Alex has told me. That's good with maths. They never go as we think they're going to go. All right, there's always plans, there's always things change, and the key thing is that we're adaptable as we go and we keep smiling. And that's the key thing, right? Keep smiling, we'll get there in the end.
And we always face adversity at some point in our lives. We need to be focused on the ball all times. We don't want any crash at all. Welcome on board, guys. Really appreciate all you here today.
Safety is paramount. It is wet out there. We got to make sure that everyone is safe. Keep Alex warm. He battles through stuff and he won't want to give in, but we have to look at signs that he won't put his hand up necessarily and say. So we need to look at him and go, is he shivering? Hypothermia is a big one for him.
Grab that leg.
To you.
There we go, Gibbo!
Everybody's MND journey is very different. In terms of Alex's, where Alex is in his journey, he's been diagnosed with MND for 6 years. The average prognosis is 27 months. The challenge is how long he can, or how far he can cycle in a 24-hour period. What he would like to be able to achieve is 300 miles. He's still fighting, he's still doing his challenges. He's walking very poorly now. He's unfortunately falling a lot. He's had a lot of head injuries this year.
When Alex got the news, his diagnosis, obviously he's gone through some difficult times, but his first thought was to help others living with the condition. He said, it would have been nice if we could get a charity going, and then he's built it with all the people that help him.
I think he's always been like that, right at a very young age. He's always taken on huge challenges. He's a very driven person. And in spite of the motor neuron disease, he still has that feeling to succeed all the time.
But it's just going to be keeping it up, and it's different. Everyone's different. We're not competing against each other. We're just competing against kind of the track and 300 miles. Whatever anyone can do on their own is what they can do. This is a huge team event. There's no way that I could go on there and do 24 hours and do 300 miles. So we need everyone's input. And if that's someone goes on that does 20 minutes, but they smash out 20 minutes and keep that pace up, that's what we need, isn't it?
That looks really flat, that tyre.
Yeah, it does.
It does seem quite soft, actually. It's really tight. That's going to be really tough. We're going to have to change the. We've got to pump up the tyre. Pump. Pump. Get this really tight. It's got to be on. It's got to be on about 90.
What's up, mate?
Harder than I thought.
Change the.
But
we've got
good.
to pump up
Yeah.
the tyre.
So
Pump.
just need to recover for maybe, hopefully another stint. But yeah, it's a bit of a shock to the system.
Why is it coming out wrong then? Oh wait, is it?
That might be too hard.
I think when it comes out. Is that better? Feels good.
We're going to take it shift and shift back.
How you doing, Alex?
Yo, look at me, yeah. Cheers, man.
All good?
Yo, look good.
Yeah.
What do you want to say about your dad?
That I'm proud of him and he inspires me. Even though he has MND, he still pushes himself. I think it makes him feel happier because quite liked sports before he had MND.
So the weather's going to make it hard. Here we've got a storm coming in. It's going to be cold, it's going to be wet and it's going to be windy. It is really hard for people with motor neuron disease to maintain their body temperature. If his body will just completely shut down if he gets too cold, especially with his motor neuron disease, it could just mean a total shutdown of his body.
Have you got more shorts on you, Alex?
Not sure. I should do.
If not, I might. You don't need a padded, did you?
From when I first started seeing him probably a couple of years ago, there's been a lot of muscle wastage, especially around the sort of shoulder area. You're starting to see pronunciation of the scapula, the bones are starting to show through, which clearly shows muscle wastage. Yes, it is painful, I'm not going to lie. It's not meant to be a tickling with a feather type massage. It is a deep tissue massage. So yeah, there will be an element of pain potential, but he sees the benefit in that.
It's hard. What he's done in the face of adversity is just mind-blowing, inspiring, and he's just, every time I look at him, it's just, he makes you feel better, ultimately.
It's nearly 7 hours in. Yeah, going strong. A bit of a bout of rain. It was really wet and cold. That's all gone now. And we've got 5 laps per rider now, so we're trying to keep the pace up. So it's good sort of 16, 17 miles an hour. Yeah, going strong.
His story is just one of those ones you just wanna, it's inspirational. What his story is all about. How people are still, even with all this there's God going on, does he have time to still do stuff like this? It's just amazing. It's inspiration.
Started off absolutely hosing it down, then we had about an hour of really hot sunshine, then drizzle, bit of wind now, so we've had all 4 seasons in a day.
So we're just sitting in the slipstream of Gibbo and Longy at the moment, just trying to provide a little bit of light on the track for them. Not too close, but close enough to give them a little bit of vision ahead of them.
I've just got out for the first time with Alex. He pushes a really big gear. He's been on the bike for almost 12 hours now, and he's giving me pep talks. I've only been on it 5 minutes.
That was tough, but I tell you what, it helps when you've got someone like Alex pushing. He's 50% of everything we're doing. It's amazing, he really is.
Alex is doing astonishingly well. So while you're pedalling, you can feel him contributing to the effort. Bearing in mind he's done 175 miles with barely any break, and here we are getting a 40-minute break each time. It's just astonishing. I mean, the man is an absolute legend.
About the socks, you need some fresh socks. Is that on now or do you take it off? Okay, let's take it off. Yeah?
Want a drink or anything?
I do.
We'll get a drink.
What do you want in it, Alex? Do you want that in your pizza? That one?
Yeah.
How many scoops?
You're not going to raise After the massage, you're going to go straight down. So give him magnesium, do the massage, and go out. How long will you be out there for? 2 hours, yeah?
He's been on the front of that bike literally all day. It's going to hit him hard around the lumbar region, just sitting in that position. He will feel that. He knows his body better than anyone. He wants to push forward as best he can in his current situation.
Raring to go. Let's do it, baby.
Well, Alex, stay strong, mate. Well done, Andy. When the man with MND says, let's do one more lap, if you can manage it, doesn't leave you much option really, does it?
What are we at? 20 to 4 in the morning. I'd imagine the chaps are at about just under 200 miles.
So I think Alex at the moment's doing a phenomenal job. I mean, he's been on every ride. Obviously we've been rotating riders since 12 o'clock this afternoon. Alex has been on that the whole time. He's gone through various season changes. We've had the winter rain, and then we had some beautiful sunshine as well, and he's managed to maintain it with a smile, which is great. And I think he's absolutely loving it.
Okay, so we've been going just over 20 hours now. We've just gone through the 255 mile barrier. So we are on course, under 50 miles in the last 4 hours is what we wanted to be. So 12.5 miles an hour. Alex obviously, you know, he's been up for a long time as well, but he's started to fade a little bit. So we're just getting him properly recovered here. Yeah, everyone's in good spirits. The guys that joined us this morning have done a cracking job.
It's actually the first one I've done, so it's obviously an honour and a privilege, and inspired by Gibbo.
Yeah, hopefully we get his family here, and that'll be a lift to him as well. So, but he's doing brilliantly. You know, the guy's done what 275 miles now, probably. Just unbelievable human being, isn't he? It's just, you know.
He is the most positive, can-do-it person that I've ever met, despite his deteriorating condition. And he's quite inspiring, so if you have a bad day, he's the one that will cheer you up. He's absolutely incredible, and there seems to be nothing that he can't do.
Come on out! Come on!
His desire to sort of push forward, and when you think you've got no more sort of to give, it's that pushing forward and going that extra bit, because you know he definitely would.
I'm really proud of him, and that I'd like to say to him, well done for what you've done in your challenges and what you've achieved.
I've never met anyone like in my life. He's changed my life so much. You know, I've done 100-mile walks, I've done climbs, like honestly the most amazing stuff in the last 5 years. He's truly unbelievable.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for this opportunity. Thanks for putting events on like this. Yeah, really good.
What a massive event. I couldn't have done this without all you guys here today. Fantastic event. Really thank you, each and every one of you. You touched my heart, making it possible as well. Thanks very much, guys.
I'm hugely proud of the charity. It still gives me goosebumps. I love every minute of it. I'm very lucky. anybody who's thinking about supporting us, please just drop me an email. If you'd like to join us in a physical challenge, if you'd like to raise money in some way or other, or just spread the word so that we can get every single one of the 5,000 people living with MND the support that they need.